everybody, and welcome to today's video. My name is Georgia Overbeck, and this video is going to be a fun one. I'm currently doing the 75 hard challenge, and part of that is sticking to a healthy diet. For me, I chose to be in a calorie deficit for 75 days, and one thing that is super helpful when you're in a calorie deficit is meal prepping. So I decided that I will be doing some meal prepping for my breakfast over the next couple of days. One of my favorite go-to meal prep breakfasts is overnight oats, and I thought it would be super fun to get ChatGPT AI to create 4 different overnight oats recipes for me to try this week. So we're going to make them together. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know, and if you want to see more videos like this where I try different AI recipes, I would absolutely love that. So I'm going to type it in and see what AI has for me. Okay, so I'm going to ask AI to create 4 high protein, vegan, overnight oats recipes. And this week is our pear challenge, so I'm going to also add that I would like pears in them. Let's see. All right, the first recipe is a vanilla pear protein oats. We have chocolate pear, cinnamon, and then peanut butter. Those all sound delicious, and I'm excited to try them. Let's get preparing now. I'm going to start with the first recipe, which is the vanilla pear protein oats. So this one is half a cup of oats, 1 cup of almond milk, scoop of vanilla protein powder, 1 pear, chia seeds, and maple syrup, which is optional. I have my jar. I think my dad ate all of the rolled oats that I have, so instead I'm gonna use steel cut oats. Hopefully the recipe will still work. I know that it'll still work. It'll be fine. I'm also going to be adding this as a recipe on my Fitness Pal, so I'll let you know what the calories and macros are for each recipe as well. First ingredient, 40 grams of steel cut oats or rolled oats. Next is a cup of almond milk, a scoop of vanilla protein powder. I use Magnum Nutraceuticals Quattro Vegan, and you can use the code Georgia to save 10%. Next, it says a tablespoon of chia seeds. I don't have just plain chia seeds, but I do have this mixture of flax seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and hemp seeds. So I'm gonna do a tablespoon of this instead. 15 grams. Then ChatGPT says to dice a pear. I'm gonna do half of a pear that has been diced. Then it says optional maple syrup. I'm going to leave that off and just keep it how it is. So now mix this up. I'd have to say, for this first recipe, it's super simple and easy, and I feel like it's gonna taste great. So I would definitely give a thumbs up to AI on this one. So add the lid and refrigerate this overnight. As for the calories and macros on that recipe, it is 420 calories, 13 grams of fat, 45 grams of carbohydrates, and 30 grams of protein, which I would say is great for a breakfast or a snack. So overall, I give recipe number 1 a thumbs up. For recipe number 2, we have what AI calls chocolate pear bliss oats. This one again starts with 40 grams or half a cup of rolled oats. I'm gonna be using my steel cut oats again. To that, it says a cup of chocolate almond milk. I don't have chocolate almond milk, but I do have chocolate oat milk. So I'm going to be using this. I'm actually gonna be doing half a cup of almond milk and then half a cup of the chocolate oat milk. Next, I'm adding the diced pear. This is half of one again. A tablespoon of chia seeds. Again, I'm using this seed mixture. Next, they say almond butter. I'm gonna be actually using some powdered peanut butter instead. I'll do 15 grams of this. And then the last thing they say is to add in some chocolate chips. I don't have any, so I'm going to leave those out, but if you do, definitely add them. So I'm going to mix this one up, add the lid. So my first thoughts on this one is I feel like the chocolate and pear and almond butter, although I use peanut butter, maybe a little bit of a weird combination. It might be good together, so I'll have to see on that. However, again, it was very easy to make, and I'm excited to try it. For calories and macros, this one is 428 calories, 13 grams of fat, 62 grams of carbohydrates, and 16 grams of protein. Personally, for me, I wish the protein was a little bit higher. You could always add protein powder to this recipe as well. I'm going to take a brief intermission and then I'll come back to make the other two recipes.
A few moments later.
I'm back now and we're going to be making the third AI overnight oats recipe. This one is cinnamon spice pear oats. I'm starting with my half cup of steel cut oats, 1 cup of almond milk. Next is half a pear diced. The recipe calls for half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm not going to measure it because I really like cinnamon, and I'm just gonna add till it looks good. It says next to add a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, a tablespoon of walnuts. That's actually it for this recipe. It does say you can add maple syrup if you want to. I'm going to add some protein powder into this just because I have a protein goal every single day. So I'm going to do a scoop of vanilla Quattro Vegan and mix this up. Making level, definitely very easy. That the ingredients most people would have. I don't know about the nutmeg, maybe a little bit more challenging because of that, but you could always just leave it out and do cinnamon, more cinnamon. I feel like these flavors are going to go really well together. Pear and cinnamon just sounds great. I also like the addition of the walnuts for some crunch. For calories and macros on this one is 407 calories, 12 grams of fat, 46 grams of carbs, and 28 grams of protein. And the last AI overnight oats recipe, they call peanut butter pear power oats. Surprisingly, this one starts with half a cup of rolled oats. I am using the steel cut. And then for this recipe, it actually says 1 cup of soy milk. I don't have any soy milk, but if you want to follow the recipe, then if you have soy milk, you can use that. I'm going to be just using the vanilla almond milk again. Half of a pear diced. Next, it calls for 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I'm going to be using the powdered peanut butter again. And lastly for this one, it says a tablespoon of mixed seeds. So unfortunately my memory card is full and I don't have time right now to export all the footage, so I'm just gonna do the rest of the filming on my phone. I added the seeds and I'm going to mix this up. For ease of making this recipe, I would say it's definitely very easy. And it's also versatile if you have powdered peanut butter or not. You could also add in some protein powder if you like. And because I'm filming this on my phone, I can't tell you the macros, so I'm gonna put it on the screen now. Now I'm going to refrigerate these.